You're going to the Iron Bowl. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. Come on, let's go get that.
Kickoff return. Touchdown, Brent.
This Lee County man thinks he's won one of the hottest tickets in town to the Iron Bowl, but in fact he's won a trip to jail for failure to pay more than $30,000 in child support. Let's take a look at the takedown.
Yeah, well, I'm Dennis Harrell from Lee County Sheriff's Department. We have a warrant for your arrest for child support.
One after another, dads and moms wanted for failure to pay child support walked into a fake tailgate party set up by the Lee County Sheriff's Office at a vacant building. Now, the parents thought they had won Iron Bowl tickets because that's what this letter sent to them by a fake fan group set up by the Sheriff's Office told them.
I am now a winner of the Auburn University for 2 free tickets. Thank you.
James Johnson couldn't wait to get his hands on the Iron Bowl tickets, but his smile quickly faded when he was told the real reason he was here.
I honestly don't know how I feel about the situation because part of it is absolutely hilarious and part of it is kind of just like a cruel prank. Like, can you imagine, like, just imagine if this was like the norm that they kind of did this kind of stuff. You just imagine like you forgot to pay your student loan. So then they set up like a fake lottery. You think you're going to win the lottery and then you come in there and then they hand you like a fine or you get arrested. Like, I don't see how someone would not like crash out over something like that. Cause that's so like, and everyone's clapping their hands. Like, it makes you feel like the biggest idiot in the world. Cause it's like, one, you got to pay the fine or you get arrested. And then two, everybody's just witnessing your stupidity. So I don't know. To me, it's funny, but at the same time, it's a cruel joke.
At first, I thought this cannot be real and this cannot be legal, but clearly it's real. And, well, I know it's real, but clearly it's, I don't know if either of those are true, but it looks real, it looks legal to me. And I don't know if you can sue the state or not. I'll be trying to find a way to sue the state, but I will say this is absolutely diabolical. And to make matters worse, they had the nerve to record it and put it online. That is some nasty work. Nasty, nasty work, bro.
And there's just people's facial expressions.
No.
Oh man, like, bro, you're cooked. Like, what can you say?
Nothing.
You're cooked. They got your paperwork on. Like, you're cooked.
It's done. And you said you're surprised they didn't crash out. Trust me, if it hadn't been that they were police officers that did this, they'd be crashing out.
Yeah.
They'd be crashing out.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show, and I can't remember the name of the show, but it's basically like a person like serves them.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be like, oh, are you John? Oh, hi, I'm John. And then they serve them papers, and sometimes they're at work, and sometimes they're at other situations. So I just imagine it kind of being like that, which is a terrible job, which I never want to have, and I hope those people get paid well.
Yeah, I would never want that job.
Just imagine, like, someone going to work, and then they're just, like, serving you papers. Like, how are you not supposed to be mad?
Not about you being mad. It's about you getting got and not doing what you're supposed to, which brings me to my next point. Like, people, please, just take care of your people. Take care of your kids, all right? Now, look, if you just so happen to make a child with someone who makes your life a living hell, then my condolences. I'll say that because I know that's oftentimes the situation. But if it's not the situation and you're just being lazy or you just don't care, or, I mean, dude, you deserve to get a lottery ticket to child support jail.
A lottery ticket.
Yeah, or whatever. No, the lottery. It was whatever. Or they won tickets to something.
Yeah, I think it was like a football game or a Super Bowl game.
Oh man.
Something that they never got to go to.
They were so happy too. Yeah, man, I got the letter in the mail. I got 2 tickets. I'm like, man, you're all right. Fool.
Oh, you got a ticket, all right.
You got a ticket. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm a little too skeptical. I don't know if I would have felt for this or not. I'm too, like, for me, like, if I get tickets like this in the mail, because I've gotten stuff in the mail before.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all have,
yeah,
obviously. But I'm the type of person to do a whole bunch of research on it before I even show, like, some people are like, oh, this is cool. Let me go show up and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? I'm like, no, I'm gonna look into it to see what sweepstakes did this come from. I'm looking for the address to make sure, I'm doing my research. So I guess they deserved it, I guess.
I don't know, man. Because when it comes to these like child support situations and family divorce court situations, it's a polarizing subject because there's a lot of people that actually want to see their kids, but unfortunately the partner that they deal with makes it difficult.
That's all I was saying. My condolences.
So it's just kind of like, how can I judge who's right in this situation? Because it's like, I don't know, like, it's kind of like trying to judge a court case without knowing the final verdict or not knowing the entire situation having to do with the court case. Because even if someone is found not guilty, it doesn't mean they didn't do anything.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's just a difficult situation.
It is a difficult situation. You're right. You never know what the situation really is. I would wager, I would put money that most, and I'll say men and women, even though we know a lot of times it's mostly the men that are going through the situation.
Yeah, it's 90% of men.
It's 90% of men. I'll say that I'm going to bet 90% of men, or even 95% of men want to do the right thing. It's just that they're probably being blocked some way for some reason. It's probably only 5% of men that are probably like, quote unquote, deadbeats. The rest
Yeah.
of them are kind of like
F them kids, man.
yeah, I doubt that. Not most people.
So ultimately, I'm gonna say I do think this is a bad decision doing this to people, man. Because bro, you're just messing with people, and I don't think anything good could come from messing with people like this. Because it's one thing for you to actually have to like go through the punishment. It's another thing of like you getting tricked,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like and getting made fun of. Because that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
people just like, good job, good job, good job.
Yeah, man. I'm not to say it's a bad decision as well. I just don't think it's. I don't like this public humiliation type thing. If you are owing, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like if you owe child support and they're looking for you and you're avoiding it, regardless of the situation that happened, I get it. That's just what the law is, unfortunately, in that case. But to put me on camera and clap at me and make a mockery of me, to trick me and to dupe me, man, it's too much, man. It's too much.
Oh yeah, dude, that's like the worst kind of. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of something on like Black Mirror, like a social credit score or something like that, where it's like people judge. Well, I mean, social credit score was more about people judging your social media profile, but this to me is more like public shaming.
Yeah.
So it's like people are judging you based off of like how they see you in public, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it, man. I'm just a fan of like if you get a punishment for people to do that, do it in private. Unless you're like doing something really like grotesque or like you're a serial killer or something like that. I think majority of punishment should be done in private.
Yeah, I would agree. I agree.
All right, decision makers. If you think this is a good idea, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think it's a bad idea and it's embarrassing, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, pay your child support.